Welcome back to the show, you guys. You already know what it is. It's the playlist. My name's Kalisha, and as always, we got a super lit guest in the building. We got my dear friend. I gotta call him a friend. We've been knowing each other for a minute now, and he's literally like my homie. We call, talk on the phone, shoot the shit. We got DreSki in the building.
What's good? What's good?
How are you feeling?
Man, it feels good to be back out here in LA.
Yes, welcome back.
Yeah.
How you liking this SoCal weather? It's a little.
You want to be honest?
Yes, please do. Only honest, man.
I mean, it's a lot of shade, so no shade. But it's cold, man. I was like, what's going on? Nah, I came from Florida, so I had the whole outfits ready to go, and then I looked at my little weather app, and it was like 52 degrees. I was like, man, I gotta get a hoodie.
Man, I'm saying. For us, like, I'm from LA. I'm from Cali. I'm a Cali girl at heart. So even like 65 is cold for me.
Yeah.
But you're from Virginia Beach, so that's Virginia, like kind of not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But don't let it fool you though, because like it'll sneak up on you. But it's wild because I looked at the weather and it's supposed to be like 80 degrees next week. I'm like a little jealous.
Our weather is a little,
it's all good though.
It doesn't know what it wants to do.
It's beautiful out here, though. It's a whole vibe. It's better. Hey, look, I ain't gonna say it's better than East Coast. I don't want my East Coast cats coming.
Yeah, they gonna come after you. You don't want to start no beef like Biggie and Pac.
No,
Please don't start that over here.
No, shout out Virginia Beach. What's up?
So for those that don't know DreSki, we don't get into like the basics of it. We want to know, where did your name come from?
Wow, that's
Let's
crazy.
talk about that.
Oh man, so DreSki. So my first name is MORE Dre. So MONDRE. Just growing up. Everybody, trying to rap, trying to find out like what name you want or whatever.
Right.
And for my homies, when I was like in the 7th grade, used to call me Skino.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Why, I don't know. But it just kind of like stuck. And then so, everybody we had a little rap group or whatever. So my name was Dre-Skino. Oh. And then when I got to the 9th grade, our little rap group broke up. And then I just, went with Ski. And then people would just call me Ski. So, then DreSki, and then it pretty much, it just had instead of like DreSkino, just kind of, just like, let me cut off the N-O. But, that's pretty much how.
Okay,
how
but
you
made it work, because even in your raps, you be like, Ski.
Yeah,
you be
Ski,
making it work for you.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay. We just got to talk about it, okay? Because it's not that everybody on the gram, got the blue check.
Here we
you
go.
Verified in the building.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been working so hard, and hard work just, pays off.
Thank you.
It really pays off. So how's the verified life?
Oh man, it's been interesting, man. I mean, at one point on the outside looking in, now I'm on the inside looking out. Conversation's been a little different,
They've
been a little, the interactions.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, the interaction's been a little different. The views been a little different. Now it's been cool. When I got verified, all my homies, hit me up and was like, yo, because it was crazy, because I didn't know that I got verified. I was driving home and I was actually checking my DMs, and I look, I'm at the stoplight and I see a blue check, and I'm like, nah, this is wild. So, I turned, spent the block, pulled over because I didn't want to, be that. I didn't want to be that person. And then next thing you know, like, my man's hit me up. He was like, man, I was on your page, bro, and I look up, you got a blue check. And I was like, yo, it's crazy. So that's when, I hit you up, and I was like, yo, this is wild. So
that means you're really working. You're really doing it out here.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, definitely has, a lot of people have reached out, especially like indie artists.
That's awesome.
So I'm already collabing with people, I ain't one of them kind of people that switch up, or
right.
like, and no, like I said, I ain't throwing no shade at nobody. I get it, but it's just, I like to stay organic and true to myself. And people that have been rocking with me from the beginning, I'm always, because I get it, you have a blue check comment on your, it automatically puts your comment at the top. Yeah. So it's just like, and the people like, who is this? So
they're trying to get familiar.
So
it's all about networking. It's all about networking.
It's all love. Absolutely.
It's all about who's working. Like, let's collab. There's room for everybody in this industry.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? So you have recently put out a brand new video, and you just back to back with it. The EP, the video. You told me, on the low, you got more stuff coming too.
A lot of heat.
So I want to talk about like the way you put your videos together. They're amazing. They look really great, and that's what it's all about in this industry: presentation.
Absolutely.
But who be styling you? Cause my goodness, even what you wearing now.
Hey, I am my own personal stylist. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to me. No, honestly, for the videos, man. So shout out to my boy. His name Tim, but he goes by Virtue the Artist.
Okay.
You know, makes all. I've been with him since 2016. Like, we've helped each other grow. You know, in regards to like our creative control and creativeness, and you know our vision, and you know we've invested in each other. Where I've helped him out with, you know, equipment, and I mean he's
awesome.
taken it to a whole nother trajectory. As far as for like style, depending on the vibe of the song, he'll send me the video treatment and be like, hey, you know, this is the vibe, this is the style that I'm like looking for. And then after that, he'll just send it to me, and like, you know, I'll just go out and just, you know, get my shop on, or,
That's
you know,
awesome.
kind of dig into my, you know, my archives of clothing, you know, kind of see what fits pretty much. And then we just go from there. And it's crazy. Just kind of like, you know, happens to play off,
Yeah.
you know, just work out. So, yeah.
That's dope. No, you always looking fly. And,
Thank you,
know,
thank you.
my
I had to
friend-
bring the Vans out here to Cali, you know what I'm saying? Look, you know.
I don't know. A lot of people in LA don't be wearing.
Y'all be wearing Vans like
not,
that?
Not like that.
Yeah, man, it's a Virginia Beach thing, man.
that.
Shout out to Virginia
Maybe.
Beach, you know, we got the
Yeah,
Vans
man.
on today.
Y'all got a different style out there in the East
Yeah.
Coast for sure.
Yeah, you know what?
Y'all
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
do. But
But
I
out
like
here-
the LA style. you
Out
know?
here, it's I feel, me and my mans was talking about it, like, out here, because he's from the East Coast. You know, shout out my boy James, but,
What up, James?
you know,
What's poppin'?
we both from the East. We both from Virginia, but he's, you know, he's in the Navy station out here in San Diego, and you know, like it's just a different vibe. Like no one really, it's free. You know, it's no. I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes on the East Coast there's a little bit of limits or like a higher expectation. You know how it is.
Yeah.
When we was in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? It's just different. But then out here, you know, we was at Target getting, you know, some freaking water and freaking. You know, you just see people just like, we on Hollywood Boulevard, like you see all different walks of life, and no
Yeah.
one, like, and it's dope because everybody's just in their own world, you know,
Like a
and it's like,
melting pot.
and it's no judgment, you know.
Yeah.
So.
We're definitely like a melting pot because you got people from all over.
Oh man, it's wild.
You know, like transplants that come over here.
It's wild.
And do you get that like people in LA are rude? Because I hear a mixture. Like people from LA are rude. Something like the East Coast people aren't nice. I hear both.
You know what's
What do you
crazy?
think?
Honestly, from what we seen today, I'm gonna say no, because we was outside just, you know, waiting for our ride, and this random dude came to my homie. He was like, "Yo, man, I like your LA hat." I guess he had a different LA snapback that, you know, it had LA with a rose in it, and the dude just came up to us and was like, "Yo, where you get your hat from?"
Yeah.
You know, obviously we. Like, yo, you know, we get
Yeah.
it off, got it off of Etsy, you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't
you know,
mad at it.
Etsy might have to pay us for that one. So
Right,
it's a
we
plug.
plugging y'all Etsy
Look,
sponsors.
but no,
What's good?
Yeah, so the interaction has been cool. You know, we got some food. You know, everybody's just been friendly out here. So, you know, I like LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe make a move out here.
Yeah, it's a little much. You know, we'll see. You know, we'll see. It's a little rich out here.
It's expensive
It's
to
a
live
little-
in LA,
it's a
bro.
little, it's a little rich out for my blood out here.
Yeah, you know, I think when you're kind of like more used to the East Coast,
Right.
sometimes it can be like hard to adjust.
Right. I will say, I mean, I've been out here a few times. Obviously, been to San Diego a few times. Been to the Bay Area. Been to LA a few times. I will always say, like, you know, you talking to shorties or whatever. They be like, "Oh, where you from? You ain't from here." I'm like, "Nah, shorty ain't from here. I can just tell." You know,
Oh yeah, we could definitely tell
Yeah.
because the LA guys out here, they got a little twang in their voice. They got like that LA slang,
slang,
twang,
yeah.
all that. Yeah,
So,
we can definitely tell. And just the way y'all, I think Southern East Coast,
Just the way we carry
y'all,
ourselves.
yeah, y'all got a little more of you know, gentleman-like feel.
Hey man, you know that's what we do.
You know, is it just to get in the ladies' draws, or is it like a thing?
It could be a both thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
man,
but
look.
what is it like? What was it like growing up in Virginia? Because I don't know. I know.
Wow. So
I only know
Virginia.
LA.
So okay, you know when people think of Virginia, you know, Virginia is a big state, and it's very, you know, it's actually a southern state. But where I'm at in the Mid-Atlantic part, you know, obviously the 7 cities, Virginia Beach, and we all know a lot of talent has come from Virginia Beach. You know, Pharrell, Pusha T, Missy Elliott, Timberland, a lot of producers, you know, that have worked with, you know, been in the industry for years. I would say where I'm from, you know, the Tidewater, Hampton Roads area is pretty much a huge melting pot. One, because of the military presence, because you got people who are coming from all over and they're bringing their own different styles or whatever, you know, to the area. So it's kind of like, it is really almost like a melting pot. And then,
Right.
you know, you literally drive further up north you know, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. You know, you take 64, 95.
DMV, right?
DMV, 301, 495, like all of that. And we're kind of like one, it was like we were like brothers and sisters. Like if you're like, oh, you're from the DMV. Oh, you know, DC, Maryland, Virginia. But growing up there, it's been interesting. You know, I'm from, you know, Virginia Beach has two different sides of Virginia Beach, and if you're from the area, you know, you got the city of Virginia Beach, and then you have Virginia Beach itself. You know, the beach area is like where all the rich folks used to live. You know, I lived in the city of Virginia Beach, so you know, I ain't grow up like that. You know, if you from Virginia Beach and you know like Campus East, Lake Edwards, they be like, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
So
do you think like growing up there has really like influenced your music at all?
Absolutely. You know, just being on the East Coast, and then you know the area and the era that I grew up in. You know, the big heavy hitters. You know, Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie. You know, and then you know watching the major producers such as Pharrell, because when Pharrell hit, you know, I was like in high school. So, you know, and I used to work at Foot Locker, and he used to come through there.
Oh, wow.
And it used to be crazy. Like everybody, you know, this is way before Instagram, social media. So, you know, we didn't have that kind of access to celebrities. So when you seen him, they'd be like, yo, he just came to the mall. God. And like, you know, would just show love. So we didn't have that kind of outlet of interaction. So just kind of like watching them, and then you would watch TV, you know, back when you watch like MTV Cribs or URL, whatever MTV had.
TRL.
I said URL, TRL. My bad, fucking it all up. We had TRL, and then, you know,
Sway Show.
The Sway, you know what I'm saying? MTV News, and then, you know, obviously 106 in Park. So that was the only time where we felt like we would get an interaction. And then, like, his house, you know, not just to really pick on Pharrell, I'm just using him as an example. Like, we would drive by these celebrities' houses, but they would be like off the unbeaten path. So it's like, you be like, yo, you know, one day when I make it, you know, that's gonna be me.
Be living like this.
Yeah, so it's wild now. And then, like, you know, obviously, you know, the Clips, you know, Pusha T, and, you know, who was Malice, but now is No Malice now. You know, I know they don't, you know, the group is not together. However, it was still like the influence of what they brought to the city and brought to the culture, and being from Virginia Beach and Norfolk, like, that was huge for us, because that gave us like, yo, because we be trying to tell people all the time, like, Virginia got some rappers, like bar spitters, you know, heavy hitters, and it's sometimes
R&B too.
Oh yeah, we really
Trey Songz,
you know, like, you know, obviously C Breezy, you know, like, just Virginia as itself, like, it's a lot of talent that comes out of Virginia sometimes that I think don't get the recognition as it deserves. So, you know, hopefully, I mean, you know, y'all peep DreSki, you know.
Oh yes. Listen, if they don't know, now they know.
Listen, man.
Okay, if they don't know, now they know. So do you shoot all your videos in Virginia? You travel around, or? We
normally, that's a good question. A lot of my other videos have been shot in Virginia. You know, we'll go up to either DC or Maryland to shoot. A lot of times really based on the schedule and, you know, and what's available.
Right.
The next video that we are going to shoot, we're working at right now, we dipping down to Miami. It's just because it's funny. It's gonna be crazy. No, it's not even a matter. You know, my videographer, he don't like to fly, man. I know I'm putting I'm putting him out there. This is my bro. He be like, man, I'm like, it's because of camera equipment. I'm like, you ain't got the lie, Craig.
Right.
Nah, but we're gonna take a squad down there.
Okay.
He wants to drive. I'm like, bro, that's a hike.
See you down there.
All right. I'll meet y'all down there.
See you there.
Nah, but it's gonna be dope. We're gonna go down there and shoot. We got a whole bunch of people coming with us. We're gonna rent a Sprinter van and really get like a documentary, just kind of like a day.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, just like a day in the life. You know, like what you would see back in the day, where people would just like document, just going to
everything. Like the Kanye documentary.
Yeah, like the Kanye which is super fire.
Yeah.
You know, and once again, using that as a prime example, like from the era that I came up in, watching the behind the scenes, like all this stuff that goes into who that person is today.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I think sometimes people, they get tunnel vision and they want to move so fast to get to point B instead of just slowing down and just enjoying the process.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So what now saying that you're gonna record out all the behind the scenes, and maybe we'll see it when it comes out.
Yeah.
But have you ever had like a hiccup before a video shoot or on the set the day of, like a disaster, and you're like, oh shit, what am I gonna do?
Man,
Or is everything smooth sailing?
I ain't gonna lie, you know, we was supposed to shoot, so the video we just recently shot, that got postponed like twice.
Oh wow.
One because somebody in my team had caught COVID.
Oh no.
And then two, I had caught COVID.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I'm driving. I'm like, bro, I'm not feeling well, and the weather was crappy. And then, you know the rest. You know.
Yeah. I think. I mean, speaking on COVID, just real quick, I think we just have to kind of accept that it's a thing now, like the flu.
It is.
And if you gonna get it, you gonna get it.
Hey, man, get your Theraflu, get your sippy cup. You know what I'm saying? Get what you need to get, because it
is a dangerous thing, but I think that, you know, the flu is just as dangerous.
Well, I mean, and I'm full disclosure, you know, I am vaccinated.
Same.
You know, but it's still that, like, it's like you can get you can still get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I remember when we was down in Atlanta, but they was down there.
Oh, no masks. Like, oh, yeah.
I was looking around. I was like, they was in here blowing loud in here. I was like, oh, they getting active in here.
Yeah,
like,
COVID.
Like, it don't even exist. You know?
They don't get sharing blunts and sharing cups and drinking out the same bottle.
Here, you got to, you know, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe restaurant. Here, you got to show your proof of vaccination. And, like, they not playing. Like, you can't sit down and eat.
Yeah.
And it's just weird because, like, it just depends on where you're at and what stipulations and what regulations, you know, really matter.
Not to put, you know, business out there, but I went to this event, I want to say maybe like a month or so ago, maybe a couple months now, maybe last year, and the bouncer was just tip me, because the person I was with didn't have their vax card.
That's wild.
Or just tip me.
That's wild.
Baby, yeah.
So
I
mean,
they care, but then there's people that just whatever.
Get it how
it's
you
a
live.
piece of paper. It's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So for the real ones, only two. Okay, like I was saying.
Let's talk about it.
You are back to back with putting out music. You literally, it feels like you take no breaks. But I want to know, like, how much work behind the scenes actually goes into, because everyone, the fans, your peoples, they just see the finished product.
They do.
They don't know what goes into it. So tell us what all went into that specific one.
So that's a great question. So I did, you know, really, okay, let me really backtrack. The whole For Real Ones Only concept, I wanted to do something different, you know, because I know, you know, J. Cole had the For Your Eyes Only, and I didn't want to, like, bite and steal, you know, because that's that, like, even as an artist, you want to put out, like, good quality music, but you also don't want to seem like you biting anybody. However, those artists have inspired a lot of my content, you know, just the what they're talking about and what's going on in day to day. So when I dropped For Real Ones Only back in December of 20, the whole thing was just, you know, four songs, you know, just kind of play on words. 4 real ones only, 4 tracks. Literally, it's four real songs only, you know. And then that actually had got a lot of good reviews because, you know, obviously within today's time frame, people's attention span is just like really short. So I wanted to, like, how can I, you know, give them something that's dope, but at the same time not, you know, drown them out. But then I started working on the second one, and pretty much how I work is once I'm done with a project, I'm always working on the next one. Like once I lay the raw version out, I just let my engineer let them do it, and I'm already like writing. Like when I hit the studio tonight, like I got like 100 songs
already ready.
They already ready to go. So it's just like I'm a type of person that I don't have to necessarily be working on something to start thinking about it. I just, like, if it comes to me, I'll be like, I'll write and I'll either come back to it. So when I was working on For Real Ones Only Part 2, I wanted to, the first one was more like, you know, very introspective. The second one, I kind of wanted to be like, look, you know what, I'm tired of, like, really playing nice with y'all. I want to let y'all know, like, I'm here, you know, I'm a bar spitter, like I do this, like, you know, and if you listen to the intro, you know, for who it may concern, you know, and plus just the stuff I've dealt with in the background with, you know, stuff we deal with in the industry, you know, no friends in the industry type stuff, you know, I mean, it comes with the territory,
it
and you can hear it in the music, and I hit my videographer up, and it was going to only be 4 songs, and I was like, bro, I got 3 other songs that need to make this project. Man. He was like, man, just do it. Because he was like, man, just, you know, even though it's For Real Ones Only, just fuck it, drop 7. And I was like, bet, say less. And then it just evolved into that. And then, yeah, we, you know, cooked that up. And then, yeah, I'm already working on, you know, some new stuff. I already got the next, you know, idea for the next project. EP is called Turning Point.
Ooh,
So yeah, it's going to be, you know, I don't know how many songs yet, but like I said, I don't want to, you know, the days of putting out like 12 to 15 songs, you know.
Less is more.
Less is more, you know. Keep them wanting more.
Exactly, keep them wanting more. So now that you making noise, people are paying attention. You said people are hitting you up, you know, features, to collab, to work. But who's on your list to work with that you haven't like gotten to work with yet?
Man, to be honest, yo, like, I ain't gonna look. I ain't look. I'm a fan of hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of lyricists, bar spitters, and just like wittiness. Like, yo, Young and May is fire.
Oh yeah.
I've been she
hard.
hard. Like,
she
and it's
cool too.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like, I be trying to tell like, and not that people don't obviously, you know, not that people don't notice her, but I'm like, yo, she's fire.
Yeah.
Like,
she can ride her ass off.
Bars.
Too.
Like, I'm like, yo, like
on the spot.
Exactly.
Literally.
That's, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely, you know, definitely would like to work with Fab. You know, you know, I opened up for Fab years ago.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, years ago.
What was your experience like on stage with these like legends? Fab
it's wild. So how I got the opportunity. So originally I had opened up. So this is I'm dating myself, right?
You gotta give us some years.
So in 2009, I was still in college, and my homie had told me, he was like, man, we got Lupe Fiasco coming. This is back when Lupe, when he dropped the Cool.
Yeah.
And you know, Lupe was you know, after Food and Liquor, the Cool was like the top album.
Oh yeah.
And that's when that song, you know, if you are what you said, the superstar.
Hit, yeah.
And he randomly hit me up. He was like, bro, I got an opportunity for you. You know, because I was doing like local shows on campus and just trying to build a buzz for myself. And he was like, bro, I got an opportunity for you. And he was like, you want to open up for Lupe? I was like, do I want to? Of course. Like, and then so I got that opportunity. That was like my first big show in front of like thousands of people. And the fact that I did such a good job, the university was like, we want you to open up for Fab. And so they gave me, that was like my first paid show. You know, I was like, this is lit. Had my own dressing room. I had my like assortment of Skittles. You know, I like usually a name on it. Like, I was like, you know, and then so I had a 30-minute set, which was dope. You know, at that time,
that's
you know,
long.
That's a
long time.
It was literally
that's a whole show.
That's a whole show.
Your own show.
I literally had my own show. Like now, I'm thinking about it, people don't even get like 15-minute sets.
Yeah,
like I had a 30-minute set, so I had to like, you know how many songs that is, and then I tell a lot of people too, man. Like, you know, for the outsiders looking in, performing, it take a lot to perform. Like you gotta
come with the energy.
You gotta come with it. You know, you get cotton mouth. You gotta make sure you know it's you know. So, but no, I got that opportunity, and you know, I met Fab years ago. Cool dude. You know what I mean? I was, you know, I've always, like I see, I've always been a fan of just like artistry and just, you know, cats that have inspired me. You know, and that just since then it's just been on ever since.
Yeah. Are you still in contact with that college at all, or?
I mean, that's my alma mater.
Yeah.
You know, I'm definitely an alum. Sometimes, but not really. Like I've been kind of like just doing my own thing.
They should definitely bring you back.
They should, man. Y'all should pay me a check, man.
Well, what has made you stay so committed to music? Because it's not an easy road. You know, music is not an easy road. What has made you stay so committed?
You know, I think a lot of times you have to ask yourself, what is your why? You know, and once you figure out what your why is, you got to figure out now what is your how. How do I get to my why? My why is I love it. Like, it's a passion. It's never been about the money. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm all about my coins.
Right.
But I've been writing, you know, poetry, you know, even growing up, you know, we had, during English, we had a little poetry, contest, you know, I was a student of Tupac, you know, I had his, you know, the Rose That Grew From Concrete poem book, you know, and I would just really study, you know, back when lyrics used to be in CDs, and, you know, you read the booklets and, you know, and my passion has always been there, and it's just, You know, that's always propelled me. And just, you know, the everybody wants to be heard in some form
Yeah.
or fashion, you know, and it's now the question is, how do I be heard? So that's pretty much it. I just love it, man. I like this is more.
It's
I
like
just-
fulfilling
yeah,
feeling,
it's like
right?
it's
Or
like
stuttering. It's like a fulfilling type of feeling.
absolutely, like it's like any like sports players when you watch like ball players, you know, obviously, you know, as a sports player you only have like a certain shelf life, but the love for the game
Yeah.
is always there. So, you know, you find ways to, how do I still stay in it or stay relevant, even though I'm not, you know, keeping up with the youngins anymore, but I'm still able to be in the mix,
Right.
you know, because I love it so much. That's pretty much what it is.
What have you found has been like the hardest part of the industry? Like the hardest code to crack or the hardest hurdle to get over?
Platform, like really finding a solid platform, you know, it's always hit or miss, you know. I mean, every artist, I won't say every artist, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of folks who have come up, you know, they you know, you know how it is, you ride in a car and you like, man, I've been doing this for X amount of years, and you turn on the radio and you like, who is this? And you like, yo, like what,
Exactly.
like they playing this on the radio, like this is what they
Like,
rap.
I
Like,
sound
know,
better than that.
right? Like I know my shit hotter than this, like you know what I mean? And no, don't, and it's definitely not a hater, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but it's like, yo, like in the back of your mind, you like, well, if I get the opportunity for them to hear my shit,
Yeah.
it's like I'm coming full force, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, you know, success is when opportunity and preparation meets. So, you know, don't wait to get ready, always be ready.
Period.
You know, and you never know. And me, I'm a type of person too, you know, you never know who's in the room. So,
That's a fact.
or who knows who, you know, and people nowadays it's about relationships and building relationships, and you know, and don't get me wrong, you have to have, you know, the product, but also too, you got to ask yourself, like, what makes you better than the next person? You know, okay, all right, you know, oh, you rap? Oh yeah, my mama rap too, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, you know, like I get it, you know, and then even for real, when I tell people that I do music, you know, I'd be like, nah, I'm for real, like I'm serious, like, and then, you know, I get it's the chain effect, you know, they be like, oh, you rap? Yeah, I rap, check me out. And then they be like, oh, you for real,
Like, you really,
oh,
really
you
rap.
really real, like, yeah, I really, really rap, like,
Yeah.
you know, so.
So how do you balance like your personal life, the music, and then like everything else that you do? Cause you a jack of all trades. Like you be
Yeah.
working, like you be getting the bag back from every angle. Okay.
I would say I'm very disciplined. You know, to be honest, you know, I wake up in the morning, you know, when I'm not traveling, like 4 or 5 in the morning, hit the gym, you know, drinking my water. You know, we're going to be drinking this a little later, talk
we
about it.
definitely are. You got 3 of them. You can
Talk
drink 'em
about
all.
it. Go to work, you know, like for all those who don't know, you know, I'm involved in real estate. I'm a real estate investor. I have a trucking company, you know, and doing music and running a label.
You got to.
You gotta, you know, I always tell people, it's not that people plan to fail, it's that they fail to plan.
Yeah.
You know, and a plan isn't a plan until you write it down.
Facts.
You know, and a goal without a plan is just a wish.
Yeah.
So putting things in motion, and I say all that to bring that full circle on how I keep it all together is, you know, I write a lot of my stuff down. You know, I got the dry eraser boards, and you know, like everything is mapped out. Like I'm very calculated, so everything has to, I would say everything has to make sense. And we've had these conversations. Like everything has to make sense. You know, so that's
science to this.
It's a science to it. You know, and then you have to build your own systems. Like what systems like that basically keeps you going, you know, so that way you don't get burnt out. So
yeah,
that's pretty much it.
So for those that are, you know, see you on Instagram, they might know you, you know, from back in the day, college or high school, you know, your childhood friends.
Some shorties.
If you can, some shorties too.
Yeah.
If you can give them like some advice, because I'm sure you see some of, you know, your folks back home and you're like,
Absolutely.
dang, they could be so much more, you know, they could be so much more. What's some advice like you would give them? some career advice, life advice, other than what you already stated, because you kind of talked a lot about it, but something that could really hit home for them.
Stay true to who you are. You know, I know that sounds cliche, but that's the truth. Stay true to who you are. You know, I always coin a term, and a lot of my homies that I really, you know, that know me for sure, you know, and people that know me, period. Like, there's no flagging, no faking. Like,
Yeah,
they're not.
it's
You will
all
never be
real.
like, man, Dre, and I say that, like, and you could check me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you'll never be able to say like, oh, Dre, you know, he only acting like that in front of the camera. Like, I act like this on or off the camera.
Always.
Always. And that's why I
could tell
coined the
you.
term for real ones only. But, you know, people always throw around the term, you know, keeping it real. And this is me. You know, keeping it real is really keeping it real with yourself. You know, you could lie to anybody else out here in the street,
You only lying to yourself.
but you only
Yeah.
lying to yourself. So if you keep it real with yourself and hold yourself accountable, I mean, you know when you on game and you know when you ain't on your game. So hold yourself accountable. Stay true to yourself. What, you know, don't try to be somebody that you're
Yeah.
not. And it'll exude, and people around you will see that, and that energy. And that's why, you know, when they say real, recognize real. You know, like, I've been in places and people be like, man, you know,
They feel your energy.
They
That's the
feel
first
it.
thing that walks in the door.
they feel it, they see
It's
it,
the energy.
they feel it,
definitely
you know.
see
And
it.
it's, don't get me wrong, like, you know, we all like nice things and
Yeah.
material things, but at the end of the day, that's not who I am, or
Right.
who anyone should be. So I tell a lot, like I said, tell all my friends, tell all my, you know, the fans, the fam, stay true to you, you know, and believe in whatever you believe in, you know, move towards that goal. So
Yeah, we were talking not too long ago, maybe like a week or two ago, and we were just on the subject about like finances and like money, and it
Huge.
makes no sense if you walking around with Christian Dior this and Louis this and Chanel this, and you ain't got no money in the bank.
Listen,
What sense does that make? Like, sell your watch, sell your clothes, put that money in the bank. Why you struggling? You can't even get a meal.
man,
But you look good.
man, listen, we about to hurt some feelings on this one.
We really are, but it's the truth. The truth can't hurt you. The truth gotta help you. That's my opinion.
You know, so, man, full disclosure, like, for me,
Yes, please.
I always tell people, and I've said this before off the camera, you know, people want to look rich instead of being rich. And don't get me wrong, I know, look, if you know, you see the drip, it's just things and stuff. This is from the byproduct
Right.
of,
All the work.
yes, it's like I was at a real estate convention in Florida, and he said it took me 20 years to become an overnight success. I was like, that's deep.
Yeah.
You know, and with that said, it's the work and the work that you put in. And as far as for finances, like me, I ain't gonna lie, like, when I'm at the crib, like, you pull up the, you know, I watch YouTube a lot.
Right.
I call it YouTube University. Like, I'm always studying. I'm either watching like, you know, rest in peace to Nip. You know, I always watch a lot of his inspirational videos. You know, I post a lot of stuff on Instagram, and then, you know, I've read his he has a reading list of books that
I heard
he's
about that.
read over while he was on this earth. But I watch a lot of financial videos. And
Smart.
financial literacy.
Give us some advice from
Listen,
what you've learned.
Listen.
I probably learned a thing or two.
Well, you know, I would tell you, YouTube is amazing. I mean, from learning how to get business funding, business credit, you know, especially as an independent artist or uprising entrepreneur or rising entrepreneur, excuse me. It's all the information is there. I mean, even if whether you have bad credit, no credit, how to build credit, you know, utilize, you know, leveraging maybe your mama's credit, you know, because that's called a personal guarantee. I mean, not a personal, what is it called? Authorized user, excuse me. To help you establish credit, and then you leverage your personal
attention,
credit.
y'all.
You utilize your personal credit to get business credit. And I'm not telling you anything that has not been said already. However, you know, if you have you know, we all got 24 hours in a day. If you have if you have just 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, like, you can watch a YouTube video. Like, I've gotten in the past 60 days, you know, over 100 G's in like business funding, business credit. Now I have my own personal money. We call it OPM, other people's money. Like, why would I touch my paper when I could take somebody else's paper and flip that? And that's where the hustler mentality comes in, you know. And I'm not telling you to, look, don't get stupid. Don't get all this money and then go run up a bag, you know, and try to flex and do all that stuff. you know,
Get your
you,
PPP.
come on now.
Get Lamborghinis
Come on
and
now.
stuff.
But, you know, like I have 3 businesses,
Yeah.
you know, so I have my trucking company, I have the trucking company, real estate, and then obviously my music business.
Balance at its finest.
You know,
seriously.
And, you know, leveraging that. And then, you know, you get more money in business funding than you do in personal funding. However, you got to understand the tricks of the trade, you know, and like I tell people, make sure your personal credit is straight, you know. I'm not, you know, everybody want to be in the 800s and the 850s. When you start getting like between 750 and 800, that's really just what your interest rate is going to be. If you have a 750 or above, your interest rate across the board is pretty much going to be the same.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest thing is I tell people all the time is, you know, your credit cards, your revolving credit, stuff like that. Like, make sure you keep that your revolving credit utilization low. I tell people, they say 30%. Keep that thing between 1 to 10%, maybe 1 to 5 if you can, and then leverage that, get business credit, and you know, and get rich, man.
Right.
You know,
See, not as only a cute face, but he's smart, y'all.
You know.
He's smart, ladies. Okay, successful,
You know.
all that. Can
and
dress.
I want to put in a plug too. It's a guy that I do watch on, you know, and I try to give people their flowers. You know, it's a dude. His YouTube channel is called the real estate trapper, and then another guy called the credit plug. You know, and I watch these guys all the time. And don't get me wrong, in my reading collection, like I really have. If you come to my house, I have a library of books. You know, Power, 48 Laws of Power. I've read 50th Law of Power. Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yep.
He also has another book called Capitalism Manifesto that he just dropped. That I think you can only get on his site. You can't get it on Amazon. Also, shout out to the boss Rick Ross. I've read your book, my brother. The Boss Up is fire. It's funny. It's a great book. You know, and I challenge a lot of my brothers. You know, to, you know, financial literacy.
Yeah.
You know, like Jay-Z
It's so
said, you know, he said, you know, financial freedom is my only hope. Fuck living rich and dying broke.
Yeah. So true. So true.
So yeah, I mean, we could talk. I mean, I could talk.
I could tell. I
could
think
talk,
that's
like,
a passion of yours.
Yeah,
Just
like I got it. It's funny. It's funny that you brought that up. Actually, when I get back, like I have a little get together with, you know, a few of my brothers and sisters. They gonna come over my crib. You know, we just smoke the hookah, pour up the drink, and we just talk like business.
Yeah.
You know, I pull up the TV. You know, we just.
And that's sexy. Like, that's sexy.
Talk.
Someone that you can stimulate
we just
you
talk.
mentally, right?
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of men out here got that. They don't. Like, you got to have the whole package, especially if it's someone you want to settle down with, get married, have kids with. Like, you want someone that your kids can learn from. I mean, am I right? Am I right, ladies? Am I right? You know, I know I ain't talking crazy, right?
Absolutely.
And men, y'all want the same thing, right?
Absolutely.
Y'all want a lady that got it together, working hard, can
Absolutely.
teach your kids, raise your kids. You know, ladies these days, no shade, but a lot of them don't know how to cook, clean, nothing.
Man, listen.
It's sad.
Listen, I look. Shout
sad.
out Kevin Samuels. You know.
It's sad.
No, it's all about a mindset too. You know, you have to want it.
Yeah.
Like I can want it for you, but you have to want it for yourself. Because I've run into a lot of people. You know. Don't get me wrong. I rarely go to the clubs, right? But when I do go, you know, I'm with a group of people, have a good time. And I think what happens is, okay, you know, you see me right now.
Yeah.
You know, cats like, oh, damn, bro, you know, you got all the drip. Yeah, but you don't know that 2 days ago I was sitting in my flip-flops and basketball shorts with a bum shirt on, you know what I'm saying? With some oodles and noodles watching YouTube trying to learn how to get money or learn different ways to, you know, expand the brand.
Yeah. If you sleeping on your free time and taking naps and stuff, no shade to naps. Naps are good for you, but you got to balance your time. Like if you on your couch lollygagging,
and that's the thing,
not
like,
working.
So I had a conversation with one of my homies, not gonna put him out there. And I put it in perspective for you. I said, bro, let me see your phone, bro. I said, how many hours you spend on Instagram? Right? And he was like, I don't know. You can check how many hours you spend on there. And it said like 10 hours.
Oh, man.
Doing what?
Right.
Now, granted, if you have Instagram
you
for
make
like
money from it.
Right, that's something different. But if you just watching what other people doing, bro, you're wasting your time.
Right.
Or you're wasting your time saying like, okay, I want to do this and I want to do that. But you spent 10 hours. Bro, you know what I could do in 10 hours?
Right.
I said, think
that's a
about
whole job.
That's a whole damn day. Like, you know, I said, you think 24 hours in a day, right? You get up, 8 hours is allocated to sleep. So that leaves you 16. Out of that 16 hours, maybe 8 if you got a day job. You know, I tell people, to get rich, don't quit your day job. Leverage your day job to get more money.
Yeah.
You know, create different streams of passive income.
Facts.
After you get off work, between you got 8 hours left, maybe out of those 8, take 2 of those hours to decompress a little bit. A couple more hours to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And then spend another hour and a half learning learning something to help you grow as an individual. And then you go to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone can learn from you, I mean, I would learn from you, because you running your business, music, trucking, label, real estate.
My pop's on the road right now. He's one of my drivers. Yeah, he's one of my drivers.
Look at you.
Yeah, we just hired another driver actually 2 weeks ago. So he's like my road operation manager. Yeah. And I'm pretty much, I run, they use the term owner operator. So I'm the owner, he's the operator. That's awesome. And we just hired another.
Keeping all the money in the family.
Yeah, man, we keep it in the family over here, man.
Listen. We could talk for days. I enjoy always just having a real conversation with you.
Thank you.
Because, like I said, a lot of these folks out here ain't got no substance. And it's always when I talk to you, I'm always learning something. You're teaching me something. We're talking about a plan, how we can get to the next level, the next step.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
Even when I talk, even with the music, I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna send you the plan.
Yeah.
And we exit, and it's crazy, because we've been rocking for over a year now.
Yeah, over a year now.
And from day one, I was like, you was like, if you do this, and I'm like, all right, bet. Now we would bounce ideas off of each other. Hey, this is what I'm thinking. You like, hey, sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
Yep.
And I like it too, because you hold me accountable. You be like,
yep.
You be like, today the 28th. What you doing?
Hey, let's stay on track.
But,
and people can take it one or two ways. They can take it as annoying, or they can take it like, you hold me accountable, like you said.
I appreciate it.
You said you're going to do this. Okay, let's carry it out. But that's my biggest thing. Keep your word.
Keep your word, man. That's all you have.
Do what you say you're going to do.
That's all you have. And then the good thing, too, is, the fact that everything that we've done, planned, we've executed everything, and look, like a year later,
it's all showing.
It's all come back full circle. It's wild.
So before we go, you said you got some new music coming. Do we know when exactly people can get it?
Yeah, man. What's today?
Today is the 24th.
23rd?
23rd. Yeah,
23rd.
222 was yesterday.
Yeah.
22.
I'm dropping some new music in March. I got a new video debuting. It's called Bust Down.
Okay.
It's off the project for real.
Chains.
Yeah, it's real saucy. I gotta, I don't want to give too much.
Let's not give it all away.
I don't want to give it all away.
Stay tuned.
So I got a new video dropping. Couple more songs is about to drop between end of March, early April. Like I said, me and my team, we're going to Miami to shoot the video. I actually don't have a name for the song yet, but I got a clip on my Instagram video. Is like mad people been hitting me up like, yo, I went to your Spotify, I can't find this song. I'm like, cause it's not out
yet. It's the one
yet.
You're wearing the orange
with the yellow jacket.
Yellow jacket.
Yep. So we shooting that video. Yeah, it's gonna be live. So yeah, and just like I said, and just working with Jay.
Yep. Shout out Jay and Cut.
Yeah, shout out Jay and Cut. Working with Jay. I've already, we're gonna hit the studio tonight. I got some stuff already tucked in the phone. Make sure my shit charged up.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, we
documentary catching everything on camera, y'all, so y'all can follow the journey.
And man, shout out to the cameraman. Shout out to the
you working back here.
Look, I tell people all the time, man. You only as good as your camera crew.
Period.
For real, man.
They make it all come together.
They do, man. Look, I don't know what y'all do, but y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. I love it, man.
Yeah, it's all about perspective and presentation. But yeah, for those that are just getting familiar with you, drop your Instagram, all of that, where they can.
So as you know, DreSki, that's DRE-SKI, like Jay-Z. My Instagram is The Real, that's TheReal _DRESKI. So it's The Real _DreSki. Like I said, I am The Real DreSki. You already know. So you can find me on there. You can find me on Facebook, got my fan page, facebook.com/DreSki, DRESKI. You can Google me. I'm on Spotify. I'm verified. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on all your digital streaming platforms.
It's not hard to find.
It ain't hard to find me. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to take a get a look, then I'm outside.
He's the only DreSki on Google these days, literally.
Yeah, and from Virginia Beach too. Shout out Virginia Beach 757, man, whole Tidewater area. That's where you can find me. So.
All right, y'all. Listen, like I said, If you're not familiar, now you're familiar. If you didn't know, now you know.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, now you know. It's the playlist. We going up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys didn't already know, my name is Kalisha. And make sure you guys stay tuned for all of the episodes we got coming up next. So make sure you like, subscribe, all of that. Peace out.